everyone. I'm here to discuss my lesson plan and how I create my lesson plan. I used to create my lesson plan using the four-prong approach, which are genuine love for reading, critical thinking, mastery of the structure of a language, and lastly is the transfer stage. I used to create this kind of lesson plan to improve and to enhance the learning of the students. My topic is listening to a tale. First thing I do to my lesson plan is to list down the learning objectives which I expected to my students at the end of my lesson. I create a motivation which I will show a picture showing kindness to others, and I will ask my students if what they can say about the picture and what is the meaning of the picture. As the discussion continues, I will ask my students if they have heard or read about the tales entitled Androcles and the Lion. Okay, so now I'm going to read the story. But before that, please listen carefully, list down important things and the characters of the story because I will have some questions about that later. A tale story of Androcles and the Lion. Long ago, in the city of Rome, there lived a slave called Androcles. His master was cruel and inhumane. A slave named Androcles once escaped from his master and fled to the forest. As he was wandering about, there came a lion, lying down, moaning and groaning. At first, he turned to flee, but finding the lion did not pursue him, he turned back and went up to him. As he came near, the lion put out his paw, which was all swollen and bleeding. And Androcles found out that a huge thorn had got into it, and it was causing all the pain. He pulled out the thorn and bound up the paw of the lion, who was soon able to rise and lick the hand of Androcles like a dog. Then the lion took Androcles to his cave, and every day used to bring him meat from which to live. But shortly afterwards, both Androcles and the lion were captured, and the slave was sentenced to be thrown to the lion, after the latter had been kept without food for several days. The emperor and all his court came to see the spectacle, and Androcles was led out into the middle of the arena. Soon the lion was let loose from his den, and rushed bounding and roaring towards to his victim. But as soon as he came near to Androcles, he recognized his friend, and fawned upon him, and licked his hands like a friendly dog. The emperor, surprised at this, summoned Androcles to him, who told him the whole story, whereupon the slave was pardoned and freed, and the lion let loose to his native forest. In this part, I use the genuine love for reading because it enhances the students' ability to read, and read. Because they learn more moral values on the story they have been read. After that, I prepare some questions about the story that I have been read. These are some questions. Number 1. What is the setting of the story? How does it relate to the characters? Number 2. Who are the main characters? How do you describe each character's personality? Are they related? Why? Number 3. What changes did the characters go through as the story unfolded? And number 4. What is the theme of the story? How did the characters help reveal the theme? In this part, I include the second prong approach, which is the critical thinking, in which the students can answer the questions critically. After the discussion, I prepare an activity in which the students will make their own story on their own experiences, showing their gratefulness to others who show kindness to them. In this part, I include the third prong approach, which is the mastery of the structure of the language, in which the students can construct their own sentences or paragraph. And for their assignment, I will ask them to search for the tell story and practice reading it at home, and they will present their chosen tale tomorrow. In this part, I use the fourth prong approach, which is the transfer stage.